Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's your boy Rookie Cadan back again with another free Tuesday real life stock review with Real Life Trading Australia. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. And today was fairly sideways, to be honest. If you take a look at the SPY, we did open fairly flat. And if you take a look at the 5 minute, although we did have a bullish candle, it realistically only just happened in the last, 30 minutes of the day. So very choppy, very sideways. And I think for the most part, the overall markets are just waiting to see what goes on with this Fed meeting tomorrow. So I think what we could expect is just a little bit more sideways action, and then look to see what the Fed brings. See if they're going to lower interest rates or if they're going to keep them flat. Who knows? Who knows? So keep your eyes peeled on that. Obviously, tomorrow that will be a very nice tradable event. So the SPY fairly flat, fairly neutral, but overall markets still look bullish. I do understand we are at a resistance level, this being the all-time highs up here, and I don't doubt that we can go higher. But if we do have a small pullback in relation to the news, because last time we did have the the Fed report come out, was back here. Okay, so same thing could potentially happen again. So if you are looking to hedge against your positions, there are obviously instruments out there to do so, like SDS or UVXY and the like, and the TVIX. So if you are looking to trade bearish, obviously you can also look to buy puts on the SPY. But yeah, so all in all, just trade what you see, guys. Do not have a bias, as anything can happen at these meetings. Take a look at ES, still fairly sideways, still a little bit choppy here, a bit up and down, and obviously just waiting to see what occurs in this meeting tomorrow. Dow Jones, same deal, gap down yesterday though. Oh, sorry, gap down today and faded higher. We did have a cute little retest gap, and this could potentially be the retest and we trade down, but we will just see what happens. And QQQ, gorgeous retest gap, and we have filled that gap. So Qs do look fairly bullish. It would be nice to create some new all-time highs. We'll just have to wait and see. And IWM, we're still in this channel, guys. I mentioned this in my last review. We are still at the top here of this range, and obviously there are some sellers coming in. So if you are looking to buy the IWM or the Russell, just look for a breakout and then a retest, and look to play it from there. Let's take a look at some stocks. Here's Snapchat, beautiful gap and go today. And if you did watch this, you could have been extremely profitable. There were a few real life traders in the morning room playing Snapchat. And if you take a look at the 1 minute, I mean, there was a beautiful breakout above the pre-market resistance level. So I'll show you that right here. This is your pre-market resistance right here, and we did break out and then retest. So if you did play this, you could have had your entry down there with a stop below here, and there's like a nice 5R trade. Obviously, if you didn't take that trade, there were still plenty of opportunities if you were playing this on the 5 minute. I'll just zoom in over here. If you were playing this on the 5 minute, you could have taken, your entry above here with a stop below here, and had a very nice 2 to 3R gain on that one. So Snapchat, very profitable for a lot of traders today, and most likely will continue, as this is a fairly strong gap with beautiful volume, guys. So keep your eyes on Snapchat and look to obviously take your profits up here at $18. That is a very solid resistance level. Let's take a look at Shopify. And Shopify, I did mention back on this day that most likely we'll get a trade higher and then a fall. So we are expecting, this was an expected move. We have got beautiful volume here, a lot of buyers coming in. 100, the 100 simple moving average on the daily is coming into play. We do have a lot. We do have a lot of buyers at this level, so I would expect us to probably chop around sideways here. However, being such a massive run, I do think we could potentially break the 100 and go a little bit lower. But if we do bounce out of here, I would not be entirely surprised. So Shopify, very beautiful, strong company, great trend, awesome pullback. Just keep your eyes on a dip buying opportunity and just look to buy as low as you can. Here's Boeing, and Boeing is looking extremely interesting right now. We are at this previous value area right here, this resistance level, and we just need to see if we're going to break out of this high, because we have been below here for quite some time. If you are looking to play a breakout, just look to see if there is volume supporting the trade. On this day, back here, we did say that we most likely will trade higher, just due to the volume. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do break out, retest, and then trade higher. We do have earnings coming up at the end of October, so make sure you hedge your bets against that one and look to take profits beforehand. But Boeing, great trend, and great company, and look for a dip buying opportunity if you're not in already. Here's Tesla, and Tesla pretty much just smacking its head against the resistance I had back here. I did mention that this resistance level was going to be, quite strong for the short term. And for those of you that did buy off this 618 resistance level, then well done for taking your profits. That would have been an absolute glorious trend for you, a glorious trade for you guys on Tesla. But right now, Tesla, I'm just looking to see what happens. I'm not overly bullish right now, not overly bearish, fairly sideways. If we can break above this high, if we can gap above this high tomorrow, it would be a fairly bullish gap. But obviously, we do have some resistance in the way, as this was a lot of selling coming in here, and we do have this gap that needs to be filled here. So there will be a lot of people that will be selling as Tesla does go higher. But just if you are in, then well done. Just look to take a bit of profits off the table. And yeah, that's Tesla. Tesla looking really, really good. Here's Chewy, brand new IPO back in June, and it has just been consolidating sideways in this channel for quite some time. This was a very nice little Morningstar-esque pattern, and I mean, realistically, it's just trading within this range between $30 or $29 and $35. If you are looking to buy low, sell high, this is a buy low, sell high location. Obviously, an entry above here with a stop below here, and a nice 2R target up there would be okay. Obviously, we are getting a little bit of choppiness at the moment. And yeah, so Chewy does look very nice at the moment, but probably only for the short term, as this is a brand new IPO. Let's take a look at MU. MU is in a glorious trend, had a beautiful pullback a couple of weeks ago, or last month, sorry, and we are retesting and going higher. So we do have earnings on the 26th. So if you are in, make sure you protect your assets on that. But MU overall does look like a very, very healthy trend. If we do get a nice pullback, such like this one, it will be a buy the dip opportunity. So keep your eyes peeled on MU. But if you're in MU, well done, stay long. Let's take a look at the Aussie markets, and the All Ords just doing exactly what I said, that we would slowly grind higher. I am waiting for us to create some new all-time highs. It will be fairly choppy. See what happens with the Fed news, if it affects us tomorrow. We are fairly sideways at the moment, so keep an eye out on the All Ords for a little bit of a bullish action, a little bit of a bullish move, or a quick bearish sell-off. Let's take a look at the banks, CBA. Now, if you're in shares and looking to earn some premium, now would be a very nice time to look at selling a covered call, probably around $84. This is a previous, resistance level right here. So obviously we can trade a little bit higher, but we got a lot of people looking to sell up at these levels. So we have had a very nice bounce. We have had a 10% move in the last month alone. So a lot of people here will be looking to take some profits off the table. And yeah, if you are in shares, look to write a covered call or maybe get into a short-term collar position. Here's BHP, and BHP on Monday did have a beautiful retest gap, white candle gapping up, and just faded straight away at open. I'll show you here on the 15-minute. It really only took 30 minutes and we gapped up and faded a lot lower. So this gap, just looking to fill. Not sure if we will entirely fill. We have had another gap down today, and it did fade higher. But a lot of people just looking to buy the dip here, guys. This is a very nice level to own shares at BHP, as it is at the 200 simple moving average. So if we do, most likely we will just get a little bit more sideways action here, guys. I do expect us to consolidate here. Let's have a look at A2 Milk Company, ticker symbol A2M. And what's interesting is we didn't bounce off the 200 simple on the daily, and we also closed below. Well, we did bounce, but then we closed below. So this was a breakdown of this trend. And from here, I think we could go a little bit lower. Probably, if I was to take a quick guess here, most likely around this level based off this particular candle here and this volume that's come in. So and obviously based off this resistance level here. So keep an eye on a little bit more of a pullback on A2 Milk Company. Down to about $12 would be a nice little buy the dip opportunity. However, just dip your feet in the water here. Look to see if we are going to get a breakdown even further. If we do get a breakdown even further, then obviously this is going to be your next buying location on A2 Milk Company. So that's A2 Milk, and let's have a look at Domino's Pizza. And if you did get in off this dip back here, I know a couple of people who did, then well done. Right now, sitting at $47, and on the weekly chart, we have broken through the 100. I did say there was going to be a little bit of selling, which did occur, but now realistically, we've just got the 200 simple in the way, which is all the way up at $53. So if we do get up there, guys, just look for a little bit of choppiness, something like this. There will be a little bit of selling happening. We're not just going to go to the moon here on Domino's Pizza. So yeah, that's DMP, and APT, last stock to look at on the weekly chart, is looking super extended. On the daily, now, if you are looking to short this, look for a breakdown below this particular level. Don't try and pick the highs here. This is a strong company. They do have strong fundamentals, and this could very well just break out and go higher. If we break out below these levels, I would expect us to trade back down to about here, this previous resistance level, and probably chop around sideways and allow the 100 simple moving average to come back in and support this trade. So APT, not overly bullish, fairly neutral on this one at the moment. Let's take a look at some commodities. Here's gold, and gold obviously just waiting to see what happens in the Fed tomorrow. So If you take a look at the 4-hourly chart, we have resisted the 100 here. I wouldn't be surprised if we do break down. However, anything can happen, especially with interest rate releases. So keep your eyes on a move on gold. If you are, look for a day trade only. You would not want to be getting into a swing trade here on gold right now. It would be a complete gamble. But right now, I have said that I am a little bit neutral, but would uh, I would like gold to come down a little bit lower. So if we could come down to about 1461, that would be a very nice buy the dip opportunity. Let's take a look at crude, and wow, a lot of people making some massive gains after this huge gap that we had over the weekend after the bombings on crude. But right now, obviously, as the US was releasing their inventory and their stockpile, we did get a very, very quick pullback. So if you did get to capitalize on this, guys, well done to you guys. I do expect crude to come back down from here. I'd be fairly neutral. We do have the inventories report tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled on that one. And last but not least, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar and finally seeing a little bit of weakness here. I am currently in a small short position here at 68.56, just with the breakdown of this candle here. So see how that goes. We are at the 100 simple, and we did get a little bit of selling yesterday. If you take a look at the 1 hour chart, here's why I took the trade. So we have stayed above the 100 simple. We broke down below this level right here, and then we came down, retested the 100, and I took my trade about here with a stop up here. So it looks very, very good. Hopefully we do get a continuation lower. But yeah, that's all I've got to say about Aussie dollar. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'll be back on Thursday with another free real life stock review. If you want me to review any tickers, leave it in the comment section below. And if you haven't done already, guys, make sure you hop over to the Facebook page and join the private group. I'll leave a link in the description below, and I will see you all on Thursday. All right, guys, have a great week. I'll see you soon, and love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.